Easy tribe. So we've got some quite boring sounds here. And we have created some lush ambience and atmospherics. Some more over here. I'll play the dry and then the wet. Big difference, right? But we used only one plugin, and that plugin is new from Polyverse, and it's called Comet, which is a very unique reverb, and it can be used for traditional purposes, but I've just taken it here and I haven't really dug too deep, if I'm honest. I've literally just created one preset and I have applied that to most of the sounds in here with a few tweaks. So let's get stuck in. The first sound was, if I take the Comet off, just Logic's electric piano, and we have a small sequence here in MIDI in F minor. Okay, so without it, so F minor sequence there, and with the Comet, I have the fully wet here, 100% wet, size 100, and the decay is around about 49. Now the decay can freeze and it can be infinite. So if I turn the decay up, which is really nice for creating pads. So you could bounce that sound out, chop it to the point where it kind of morphs into a pad, and then use that, put it into a sampler. And yeah, very unique sound there. I have another sound here, which is my voice. I just recorded it into Logic using an internal microphone without Comet and without the pitch shift. It is. So it's me saying, I've pitched it down, 100% wet on this this pitch shifter in Logic, and I've just tuned it so it's a C note, because this first section's in F minor, and the Comet is doing this. Again, we have size maximum, wet maximum, and this time the decay is maximum. Some features, the inputs will also control some saturation, so the more you drive it, let's just try that. So you drive the input and then turn the output down to balance it out. Diffuse here smooths things out. You've got a detune here. You can hear the tail of the reverb detuning. And you can seamlessly glide through presets, which lends itself towards some great preset morphing. There's no clicks there, which is quite nice, and you can actually assign the controls of the plugin to MIDI, and yeah, you can go crazy with some improvised sound design. Let me just compare that back. Okay, so yeah, that was just literally my voice recorded internal mic because I thought the imperfections and the hiss could create something nice. We have myself through an EXS24 sampler. So I took the C note, imported it into the sampler, so you can use something like Contact, and then I played a chord. So we have an F minor chord there. If I play it without Comet, kind of organy, and then with Comet, and it's the same preset that I used on most of the sounds. The only thing I adjusted was the decay, so the reverb tail was longer or shorter. So that's a nice chord there. What else was there? We have this sound. So again, I imported the C note into the EXS24 sampler, and just a dissonant kind of horror vibes there. But that was from my voice. And again, the beauty about this stuff is it's very unique to you. And, you know, if you're struggling with writer's block, it's always good practice to just start sound designing and creating a sample pack, spend a week or 2 weeks just making sounds. And it can be a great way to remedy writer's block. And what else did I have? Oh, actually, that's from the, we've already looked at that. Yeah, that was it for that F minor section. And then I had a C minor section here. So these are all the dry sounds. And created these sounds with the same processes. Let's put that Comet back on. So that rhythmic kind of bleep section, again, is me, my voice, but just saying beep or beep, putting it into a sampler. So if I take Comet off, I think I pitched it somewhat as well. So click and all, very rough and ready. Literally is just me saying beep, chucking it into the EXS24 sampler. Note, I have EQ'd some lows and some excessive mids and stuff as well. Put Comet back on, and all of a sudden we have not so much on the decay because I didn't want it to bleed over. I just wanted enough there for it to be almost like a pad, but still have the definition of the bleep sound. So everything you see here in, where are we? Yeah, everything in green is MIDI. and that's literally either my voice in the EXS24 sampler, or you could use Contact or any sampler for that. And then the blue stuff is audio, which is also my voice, and I've transposed it with a pitch shifting tool just to make sure it's in key. So this section here is in F minor, and this is C minor, which is a relative minor, so you could do a key change or add some of these sounds over here. And yeah, so I've literally, well, you can see it was one preset that I've used. Do go onto the Polyverse website, check out their tutorial, which goes into detail about the parameters. I'm always on the lookout for good reverb units that have solid decays and the algorithms are tight and they don't start distorting and sounding horrible when you try to create ambience. This is one of the smoothest ones I've come across. I've been utilizing these techniques for many years, and I'm so happy I've come across a plugin that can which means I don't have to denoise the sounds that I create, because sometimes the artifacts created by applying these processes can be quite frustrating. So yep, well done Polyverse, and do check out Comet. If you're an education-based subscriber, all of these sounds here, I've created a sample pack, and you also get a 20% discount. So check out the description, the comments, and anywhere else there might be some written information regarding this tutorial to claim your sample pack and your discount. Till next time, peace.